Why Read Quran? Part 27. Strengthening Faith. Regular reading fortifies one's faith and beliefs. Point 1. Understanding divine wisdom. The Quran provides insights into the purpose of life, the nature of humanity, and Allah's wisdom. By reading these teachings, believers strengthen their trust in Allah's guidance and wisdom, gaining a sense of peace and clarity in their beliefs. The point you've presented highlights how regular reading of the Quran can strengthen one's faith and understanding of divine wisdom. Here's a breakdown of the key points. 1. Fortifying faith. Regular reading, consistent engagement with the Quran reinforces the believer's connection with their faith. Strengthening beliefs. The Quran's teachings provide a solid foundation for understanding and believing in Allah's guidance and purpose. 2. Understanding divine wisdom. Life's purpose. The Quran offers insights into the meaning and goals of human existence. Human nature. It sheds light on the complexities of human psychology and behavior. Allah's wisdom. The Quran reveals the vast wisdom and knowledge of Allah, inspiring trust and awe. Overall impact. By delving into the Quran's teachings, believers gain a deeper understanding of their faith and a stronger connection with Allah. This leads to a sense of peace, clarity, and trust in Allah's plan, even in challenging times. Point 2. Finding spiritual inspiration. The stories of prophets, righteous individuals, and past communities serve as reminders of faith in the face of adversity. These examples inspire readers to stay strong in their faith and encourage them to remain hopeful, even during challenges. This point elaborates on how regular Quran reading can strengthen one's faith by providing spiritual inspiration. Here's a breakdown. Finding spiritual inspiration. Stories of faith. The Quran is filled with accounts of prophets, righteous individuals, and communities who faced challenges and hardships. Overcoming adversity. These stories demonstrate how faith can sustain individuals through difficult times. Inspiration and hope. These examples inspire readers to maintain their faith, even when faced with adversity. They provide hope and encouragement, reminding believers that they are not alone in their struggles. Overall impact. By immersing themselves in these inspiring stories, readers can develop a stronger connection to their faith and find the strength to persevere through challenges. The Quran's teachings offer a roadmap for navigating life's difficulties and maintaining a steadfast belief in Allah. Point 3. Reaffirming Tawhid. Oneness of Allah. The Quran continuously emphasizes Allah's oneness, which reinforces monotheistic belief. This concept of Tawhid strengthens readers' understanding of Allah's presence and their commitment to worship and rely on Him alone. This point focuses on how regular Quran reading strengthens one's faith by reinforcing the concept of Tawhid, or the oneness of Allah. Here's a breakdown. Reaffirming Tawhid. Emphasis on Allah's oneness. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes that Allah is the only true God, without partners or equals. Strengthening monotheistic belief. This constant affirmation reinforces the believer's understanding of Allah's unique position and His absolute sovereignty. Commitment to worship. By understanding the concept of Tawhid, readers are inspired to direct their worship solely to Allah, avoiding shirk, associating partners with Allah. Relying on Allah. Tawhid fosters a deep reliance on Allah, recognizing Him as the sole provider, protector, and source of all blessings. Overall impact. Regularly reading the Quran and reflecting on the concept of Tawhid strengthens the believer's connection with Allah, leading to a deeper understanding of their faith and a stronger commitment to worshipping Him alone. This reinforces the foundation of Islamic belief and practice. Point 4. Deepening connection through reflection. Reflecting on verses that discuss Allah's creations, mercy, and justice helps readers feel closer to Allah. This sense of connection strengthens faith as believers see signs of Allah's greatness in all aspects of life. This point explains how regular Quran reading, coupled with reflection, deepens one's connection with Allah and strengthens their faith. Here's a breakdown. Deepening connection through reflection. Reflecting on Quranic verses. By pondering verses that discuss Allah's creation, mercy, and justice, readers can develop a deeper appreciation for His greatness. Seeing signs of Allah's greatness. Reflecting on the natural world, human experiences, and historical events can help believers recognize the signs of Allah's presence and power. Strengthening the connection with Allah. This heightened awareness of Allah's presence fosters a sense of closeness and intimacy, strengthening the believer's faith. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading, combined with thoughtful reflection, allows believers to experience a profound connection with Allah. This connection strengthens their faith and inspires them to live their lives in accordance with Allah's guidance. Point 5. Developing resilience through patience. The Quran emphasizes patience and perseverance as key virtues. By reading about the rewards of patience and the trials faced by past believers, individuals are inspired to endure hardships with resilience, seeing them as part of their faith journey. This point highlights how regular Quran reading can cultivate resilience and patience, strengthening one's faith in the face of challenges. Here's a breakdown. Developing resilience through patience. Emphasis on patience. The Quran consistently emphasizes the importance of patience and perseverance in overcoming difficulties. Rewards of patience. The Quran highlights the immense rewards that await those who patiently endure trials. Examples of past believers. The stories of past prophets and righteous individuals who faced trials and tribulations inspire readers to remain patient and steadfast. Resilience in faith. By understanding the concept of patience and reflecting on the examples of past believers, individuals are empowered to face challenges with resilience, viewing them as opportunities for spiritual growth. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading instills the virtue of patience, enabling believers to navigate life's challenges with a steadfast faith. By understanding the rewards of patience and drawing inspiration from the stories of past believers, individuals can develop a strong sense of resilience, ultimately strengthening their connection with Allah. Point 6. Building trust in Allah's plan. The Quran reassures believers that Allah has a plan for every individual and every situation. Reading verses that emphasize trust in Allah fortifies one's belief that there is divine wisdom in every aspect of life, encouraging surrender to His will. This point explains how regular Quran reading builds trust in Allah's plan, strengthening one's faith. Here's a breakdown. Building trust in Allah's plan. Allah's plan for every individual. The Quran reassures believers that Allah has a specific plan for each person's life. Divine wisdom in every situation. The Quran emphasizes that even seemingly difficult situations are part of Allah's greater plan. Encouraging surrender to Allah's will. By understanding that Allah's plan is always for the best, believers are encouraged to surrender to His will with trust and acceptance. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading fosters a deep sense of trust in Allah's plan, even when life's circumstances are challenging. This trust strengthens the believer's faith and allows them to find peace and contentment, knowing that Allah is always in control. Point 7. Strengthening morals and values. The Quran provides clear guidelines on ethics, encouraging honesty, humility, kindness, and charity. By regularly reading these moral principles, believers align their actions with their faith, reinforcing the strength of their values and commitment. This point highlights how regular Quran reading strengthens one's faith by reinforcing moral values and ethical principles. Here's a breakdown. Strengthening morals and values. Clear moral guidelines. The Quran provides clear and concise guidelines on various ethical issues, such as honesty, humility, kindness, and charity. Aligning actions with faith. By regularly reading these moral principles, believers are inspired to integrate them into their daily lives. Reinforcing values and commitment. Consistent adherence to these values strengthens the believer's commitment to their faith and their desire to live a righteous life. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading helps individuals develop a strong moral compass and live a life that is aligned with their faith. By adhering to the Quran's ethical teachings, believers can strengthen their character, build positive relationships with others, and contribute positively to society. Point 8. Reminders of Allah's promises and rewards. The Quran assures believers of Allah's rewards for righteousness, perseverance, and good deeds. Regular reminders of these promises encourage believers to stay committed to their faith, feeling motivated by the spiritual rewards and blessings. This point explains how regular Quran reading strengthens one's faith by reminding believers of Allah's promises and rewards. Here's a breakdown. Reminders of Allah's promises and rewards. Assurance of rewards. The Quran assures believers that Allah will reward those who are righteous, patient, and perform good deeds. Motivation for faith. These promises of divine rewards serve as a powerful motivator for believers to stay committed to their faith. Spiritual rewards and blessings. The Quran highlights the spiritual benefits of faith, such as peace, tranquility, and closeness to Allah. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading instills hope and optimism in believers, reminding them of the divine rewards that await them for their faith and good deeds. This strengthens their commitment to their faith and encourages them to strive for spiritual excellence. Point 9. Encouraging regular worship and remembrance. The Quran encourages prayer, dhikr, remembrance of Allah, and other forms of worship. By reading about the benefits and importance of these practices, believers are inspired to keep Allah central in their daily lives, which further strengthens their faith. This point highlights how regular Quran reading encourages regular worship and remembrance of Allah, further strengthening one's faith. Here's a breakdown. Encouraging regular worship and remembrance. Importance of worship. The Quran emphasizes the importance of prayer, dhikr, remembrance of Allah, and other acts of worship. Benefits of worship. The Quran describes the numerous benefits of regular worship, such as peace, tranquility, and closeness to Allah. Keeping Allah central. By understanding the significance of these practices, believers are inspired to prioritize Allah in their daily lives. Overall impact. Regular Quran reading motivates believers to engage in regular worship and remembrance of Allah. This strengthens their connection with Allah, enhances their spiritual well-being, and ultimately fortifies their faith.